I'm going to show you some easy steps to getting a blog post up in Strikingly. So I am in the Strikingly editor, and from there you want to go where the blog post is. So that could be on a separate page, or in my case it is on the home page, and I'm just going down to the blog post section itself. And you can see here, if you mouse over the section, it will say Manage Blog Posts. So just click on that, and then you will see the green button that says Write New Posts. So you want to click on that. I'll go ahead, so it only allows you to be editing it in one place at a time. So I'm actually opened in another screen. So if you get that message, you just want to take over. You want to go ahead and start editing where you're at. So what I've done is I actually have my blog post here, and I'm just going to do a select all, and I'm going to copy it. So copy that. And then what I'll do is I will just paste it in here. So I want to do if you just click right on here and say placed as plain text. And the reason why you want to do that is because if you have done your blog post up in MS Word or Google Docs or whatever, it's not going to carry over. It's not going to carry over all the formatting. So you want to actually take it over without the formatting. And then what I'm going to do here, that's actually the title. So I'm going to go ahead and add the title up here. And again, just so that it keeps the kind of standard formatting for the header, I'm going to paste it as plain text. Okay. Well, sorry, let me get that back. Okay. Now, once you have it this way and you have it brought over, you might want to do the formatting. Okay, so if you come back over here and just go ahead and do the formatting. So this one, I might make the text a little bit different. I might make that a heading 2 or maybe even a heading 3 because I don't want it that big. And then the easy steps I have here is I actually have them as, let me see, I have them as bulleted. So I want them, I'll say 1, write the new blog post. Sorry, this is the one I want. Open up the Strikingly editor. That's the one I want. So I'll just go ahead and make that as a 1, and that becomes the 2. And then if I just delete the previous one, delete the line and hit enter, it will come up as 3. And I'll just do that for the rest of them. 1 second, and we'll get. Okay, so I've gone through and I've done the rest of the formatting on this. It literally was just to add some of the headers and to add in the bullets, the numbered bullets. So then the other thing is if we just go down here, so it's copy and paste your content as plain text, add the formatting. So add the links. So if you have links, you want to add them now. So in this case, like I have a link here, you can get in touch with me here. So I'm going to just add that link there. So just click on the link and type in the URL. You want to add your links in, make sure you have all your links added in. You want to add your blog post title and subtitle if you have one. So there's my blog post title. You also want to add in an image. And what I would say about the images, so the images will go here into the background. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload one that I created earlier in Canva. Let me see, where is that? Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And actually, I don't know if that's going to work because it has text on there as well. Yeah, that may not work. So I may just use a different one. Let me see. You can get them out of the Strikingly library as well. So I'll just say person writing. Sorry. And see if that comes up with something. So what you want to do, yeah, I'll just take one of these here. So for the blog post, I might use this, maybe this computer one or maybe this one here. Yeah, I think I'll just take this one. It looks a bit more friendlier. And you can make it dark here as well. So you have the option of using the overlay. So the overlay will make it show, so the text shows up a little bit better. So as regards the images, what I just say is that the images that you use, that they should relate to the post, and they should also help you to reinforce your brand. So using new images can be new but related images to what you have on your site already will help you keep your site a bit fresh. And then the other thing that you want to do is after the images, you want to add a call to action at the end of the blog post. So I have one here, just a really simple one, just to say if you found this helpful or if you want help with your Strikingly website, to get in touch. So you want to add the call to action. So tying it to your blog post can really help. You can add categories as well. Now, what I will do here is I'll probably put this one under tools or tips or things like that. So the categories allow you to display only certain blog items on particular pages of your website. So for example, I might have blog categories like services, news, and tools. And I might want to include the articles for services on my services page. So then, I'm not sure what happened there. Decide whether you want to show the date or not, and then you want to save and publish it. So those, actually, the categories are done here. So you can do the categories here if you click on categories. Now I have some categories set up already, and if you're not sure what they are, just literally click on that field and it will come up. So there's special offers, testimonial services. I might put this under tips, okay? And then I'll go ahead and save that. And then on the date, I'm going to go ahead and show the date, and I'll have it as today. So I'll go ahead and save that. So the thing about the date is it can help both ways. If it's current and you publish it, then people know that the content is current. And so what I would say is just periodically you need to review your content and update it and freshen it up. And that way it will always seem as being current. What you don't want is you don't want to have the date on there and have it being a year or 2 or 3 years old. That's not always easy to do. But ideally, if you can keep the content current, that's the best thing that you want to do. Now, the other thing is that we have down here, let me just see. So in terms of the call to action, the categories, the date, okay, so save and publish it. So those are kind of the basic things that you want to get your blog up. Those are the basic things. The other things that you really should be doing as well, if you're going to use, especially if you're going to use evergreen content, is you want to use a custom URL. So if you go into settings here, you can say use custom URL. And then you can put something in here. So I would probably put in something like updating blog posts. Okay, so that'll be an easy one to actually find and remember, and it will also help with SEO. Because if someone is looking for how to update a blog post, that the actual URL is actually used as part of SEO as well. The main thing to remember is to keep it focused on what the post is about. So if you don't use a custom URL, it will actually take it from the title here itself. So I prefer to use a custom URL. The other thing is to add a meta description. So this provides information to Google about what the post is about. So what I might do is I might say if you have, I might just take this right here, because a lot of times when you have an introduction to the blog post, it gives you a bit of what the blog post is about. So a lot of times you can take the meta description straight from there. So again, if you go into settings here, and you come down here, change meta description, I will just paste that in there, okay? And that will tell Google what that blog post is about, and make sure to save it. So you want to do that, custom URL, add a meta description if you can, and alt text to images. So if you have any images on here, so what I might do is I might actually add in, so if you click anywhere, this little plus will come up. So click on that, I'm going to say image, and I might just add in the previous image that I uploaded, but which had text on it. Okay, so there's the one. It just adds a bit of interest in the blog post. And then what you want to do is when you edit it, there'll be a thing down here that says add alt text. So I would put down Impulse Hub websites, easy way to update your blog post. Okay, so provide some general information. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because 30% of searches are done through image searches, so you want to do that. So that's about it. When you're all done with everything, you have everything there, go ahead and save it and publish it. Now, when you're publishing it, you can publish it now or schedule it for later. I'm going to go ahead and publish it now, but that just gives you extra options. And then there's my new blog post. So if you have questions, I hope that was helpful. If you have questions, get in touch, and hopefully that will help you as you create your new blog post.